Champaign, Illinois, home to the Fighting Illini, and the fans clad in orange and blue are more than ready for this one. What a game and what potential drama we have in store. You've seen this script before. Top 10 team goes into a cauldron of emotion on the road and just hopes to be able to get out and tell about it. As we'll see a team fresh and ready to go off a bye week, the Minnesota Golden Gophers. Taking on a squad hoping to prevent another L this week, the Illinois Fighting Illini. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollock, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. No chance to return that one. A booming kickoff out of the back of the end zone. It's a touchback. So the Illinois Fighting Illini offense will have the ball first. And as the game evolves into an aerial circus, sometimes you find a superstar running back like this guy.
And when you got this guy, you ride this guy. You give him the ball, you run the football, you find ways to continue to feed him because he just gets stronger and better as the game goes on.
He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
Well, just nothing doing on that last run, and they knew coming into this one they were going to be challenged, right? This is one of the best defenses in all of college football. For them to have any shot, they're going to have to do a lot better running the football.
Really nice stop there from this senior leader.
Well, and on these little push passes, timing is so important. You're trying to snap it right as he's getting a full head of steam. When he gets the ball, he's hitting the outside, and David, it puts the defense in such a difficult spot.
You immediately have to be...
He'll off one deep down the left side. And the ball is intercepted. The return never really got started, but boy, he has set his team up at the 28.
Well, statistically, this defense is not one of the better units against the pass. They're trying to change that here today. What a great job tracking the ball down, making a play on it, stabbing it out of the air for a big interception early. That should be massive for their confidence.
The offense lining up for a first down play. The run from the shotgun. They finally get him on the ground, but the big running play moves the change for the first down. All wideouts, no backs. They'll throw it on first down. Got rid of it quickly, but it's incomplete. Sometimes people say, if you're good enough, what's the big deal about going on the road? Well, if you're not careful, you might find out in a spot like this one, guys.
Yeah, no doubt about it. This is a hostile environment, and you know you're going to be getting the...
And it's lobbed into the air, and that one's going to be picked off. Didn't get a ton on the return, but the most important thing, he got the ball, and they've got it at the 48. Here comes the Illini offense back onto the field. Boy, they hope this next drive is more productive after throwing a pick last time, Jesse.
Yeah.
Got some room to run. Inside the 10. Touchdown, Illini. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
And what a nice start for this offense. The throw game getting working, getting the touchdown pass. This quarterback getting a little bit of confidence. This passing game getting in a rhythm. Nice start for this offense.
About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. Oh, what vision. He's going to get loose. They won't get him. It's a touchdown. He is headed to the sideline with a little bounce in his step after scoring on that kick return.
And he should have some bounce in his step. How about the effort, weaving in and out, covering all that space. Great blocking on the play, and he does the rest. You don't put guys back deep that can't roll. And you could see when he got in the open field, he rolled out.
No shot to return that one as he boomed it out of the back of the end zone. The Illinois offense returns to the field. This could be a real turning point in the game. They scored a touchdown. They got to stop. And now a chance to break the tie.
Yeah, this offense has got it cooking, man. And how about the defense? Great job getting that stop, getting the football right back to the hot hand. Now this offense, Palmer, has a chance to take the lead.
You can see the offense, too. They understand the situation right now. They were jonesing on the sidelines to get another opportunity to run back on the field. They are ready to drive this ball and go score.
And what a good job by the pass rush. Get into the QB and putting the lick on him as he's throwing the football. That's what you want. It doesn't matter about sacks. You got to get quarterback hits.
Looking to throw on second down. Quickly out to the tight end. Oh, the ball squirts out. And the ball is going to land out of bounds. They'll maintain possession and pick up a few yards in the process. Third down conversion's always a huge stat, and they've got a 3rd and long from the 27. From the gun, wants to pass. And he runs through one tackle and picks up a few. Illinois lining up to punt this one away. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. First one is away, and boy, did he put in work in that loss last week, kicking it 5 times. Really good job by the coverage team to make the stop, and that's where they'll put it in play. The Minnesota offense is headed back onto the field. After that last pick, David, they really need to take care of the ball this time.
No doubt. And Palmer, I want to know what Spurrier said.
Oh, look out. There he goes. Ripped off a huge chunk play on that one as he gets the first down before he steps out of bounds. This offense always looking for those big, explosive plays, and now they've got it just inside the 30. Release to the back. And he dropped it. It looked for all the world like that would be a catch, and he just got too excited. After misfiring, it's second down. Single back formation, and they give it to him.
You know, runs like this oftentimes are like a boxer in a boxing match. Obviously, it's not a knockout punch, but these are body blows. And as the game goes on, these small gains are going to turn into longer runs.
And the incomplete pass on 3rd down, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's about. Defense. An ill-advised play by that defender as he makes contact with the quarterback well after the throw, and it'll cost his defense. Used the play fake, now to throw. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. This time it's complete. Couldn't quite nudge it in. Not sure you could get much closer, but it'll be 1st and goal. The Golden Gophers are rolling down the field. They want to throw it. They're bringing heat. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
Well, that last incompletion is a good example of why your timing has to be so good as a quarterback, because the windows, they open and they close so quickly in this part of the field.
Can the defense stop them again on 2nd and goal? Movement here from the tight end. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be 3rd down. This whole red zone offense thing has been a little shaky. They've been stopped twice already. Maybe they ought to try to score from deep. And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9. They'll try to get something out of this drive and kick the field goal here on 4th down. The official says no good. After that failed field goal attempt, fellas, still tie ball game.
Well, everybody in the stadium thought that was an automatic 3. Not so fast. Bad miss by the kicker.
Here comes the Illini offense back onto the field. Boy, 3 and out last time, David. They'd like to be more productive this time around.
Yeah, in the last drive, nothing really clicked. No rhythm, got off the field really quickly. They need to put something together here.
Yeah, David, bad execution on that last drive, so they got to take a collective breath and start playing like a unit on this one.
He's looking to throw. Caught in the backfield. It's Avery. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage. Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, backed up inside their 20. Pre-snap motion quarterback trying to get a read. They're trying to get to him. Fires to the tight end. And he's not going to make it. The defense denying him the first down. Illinois runs the punt unit onto the field. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Makes a move. Oh, he left him grabbing. He was hoping for a little more running room, but they're able to get him down at the 45. Minnesota has it back, and the Gopher offense is headed onto the field. You want to talk about taking the wind out of your sails. Drive the ball down the field and miss the field goal, David.
You know what? Don't leave it up to kickers. Execute better offensively. I think you move the ball nice. You got to keep that in mind. But, Palmer, I think you got to stay aggressive and don't settle for field goals. Yeah,
because you got to know there's just no margin for error right now. You just have got to be able to execute at a higher level.
He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. A 3rd and long coming up here. From the gun, wants to pass. He's going to throw deep right side. And they wanted it all on 3rd down, but now dealing with 4th down. And the Golden Gophers line up to punt it away. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. A low line drive and not his best work. The Illinois offense returns to the field. Last time, David, it was 1-2-3 kick.
The last drive, that 3 and out, sometimes that puts your defense in a bad spot, and you got to get a drive together here so you don't wear the defense out.
I just think, David, too predictable, that last drive. They got to do something here to get this defense on their heels.
After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Off play action. Makes the grab down the middle. To the 43-yard line and a first down for this offense. They knew they could slip that tight end behind the backers with that play-action fake.
Well, it's because I can't win, Reese. I have to play the run. You know, all these RPOs, all these different things, it makes me come up and use my eyes and play run. And these tight ends are so valuable to find space behind. Knew where he was going with the football the whole time because the big fella was always open.
As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. On 2nd down, he's looking downfield, trying to get to it. And that's just a flat misfire, not even close to his receiver. Final play of the quarter coming. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Get it out on the screen. There to make the tackle, and that's how we'll wrap up this first period. We played one, and we are right back where we started, all tied up after the first period as we take a look at the stats. After that tight first quarter, this second period ought to be a lot of fun. Illinois lining up to punt this one away. He'll try to really get into this one. Great contact on that ball as it just hangs up in the sky. And they'll get him on the ground as the offense comes out to start the next drive. Looking for a productive play on 1st down. Leaves it with the back. Keeps the legs moving. They stop him after a 6-yard run out to the 24. 6-yard pickup on 1st down leaves them with 2nd and 4. They'll keep it on the ground. Just what they were looking for to get this drive rolling. They're out to the 35. Here comes the offense on 1st down. The give to the back. Shakes off the defender. They can rely on this guy to pick up solid yardage when they need it, and he's out to the 43. 8-yard pickup on 1st down leaves them with 2nd and short. They'll run it out of the shotgun. Brought down at the 48 after a gain of 5.
Well, the defense knew coming into this one it was going to be a physical game. Guys are going to have to be great at the point of attack and get off blocks and make tackles. They couldn't stop the offense from picking up that 1st down on that run play.
Still running at the 40. And this defense's head is spinning. He gets it down to the 27.
And I tell you what, we can focus on the left side of the line of scrimmage because that's where the play starts. But you don't get big gains when you run out wide unless wide receivers, yes, wide receivers, commit to blocking, staying on their guys. Really good job on the outside by giving the running back space to make the big play.
Just gets rid of the football, nobody to throw it to. It'll be second down. Offense in a bunch formation. Off the play fake. He let that thing fly quickly, but he couldn't make the connection. His drive was clicking along, but after a couple of misfires, threatening to stall out on 3rd and 10. From the gun, wants to pass. Another incompletion on 3rd down.
Really nice 3rd down sub-defense there that time. It's 3rd and long. They're expecting a pass, and they're mixing up their looks. They're trying to change the picture pre-snap to post-snap to confuse the quarterback, now forcing the incompletion, setting up 4th.
Here comes the Illini offense back onto the field. Their drive chart is starting to look a little monotonous. Punt, 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 David.
And their defense is starting to get a little frustrated, too. They just keep putting me back on the field, possession after possession. Jesse, this offense needs to get their heads out of there, you-know-whats.
The punter's on the sideline with the oxygen mask right now. He's been playing so much. He's not used to it.
Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. Oh, and they get the ball back, but at least they got it, I guess. What a disastrous loss of yardage on that play. You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. Pressure coming. He's going to go down, and he's in his own end zone. It's going to be a safety. They'll boot it away from their own 20 after taking the safety.
Oh, and how about this defense? Understanding where they are in the field. They got a chance to put points on the board, and they did.
The Minnesota offense is headed back onto the field. We talk about settling for points, but sometimes when you have to settle for nothing, David, it can be demoralizing.
Yeah, and it can definitely be frustrating. And I think it leads you to say maybe I go for it more. But, Jesse, I think this offense just needs to put another drive together and just finish stronger.
Yeah, and be a little bit less predictable, too, especially as they get closer and closer down to the end zone.
Fires to the tight end. There to make the tackle, but the big throw is good enough to give them a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Buys a little time. Hit hard just as he released it on 1st down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. After the quarterback and receiver failed to hook up, they'll try it again on 2nd down. He's looking to throw. Ball off, and that's up for grabs, and it's intercepted. No room to return, but no problem after making a play like that, and they'll have it at the 25. The Illinois offense returns to the field. And the last time they had the ball, they wound up giving up a safety, Jesse.
Yeah, that was ungood the last time they had the ball. So they got to do something here offensively to get into a rhythm, running and throwing the football. Try to find that consistency.
And try to find something positive with this offense. Forget about the safety. Those don't happen very often. Try to get some first downs together. Get some good mojo going.
And he might be known for run fits, but that was a sure and heavy tackle on the tight end. Let's see what call they have on 3rd and long from the 28. Here's the snap, ready to cut one loose. They've got the screen set up. And that one looked great on the grease board, but when they blow it up like that, the defense is going to win every time. Trying to play a little field position with that high punt. He only needs a sliver of daylight. They finally stop him, but he found some running room on that return and really helps out his offense to start this drive. Minnesota has it back, and the Gopher offense is headed onto the field. The sweet feet keeping the play alive. Excellent coverage and good use of the hands to knock it away. After the incompletion, let's see if they go back to the air on 2nd and 10 from the 33. Couldn't connect on 1st down, now back to the air. And he's got it! Touchdown! Golden Gophers! Touchdown. Lining up for the PAT. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. This offense prides itself on going after you, and they did with that long touchdown pass to finish off a two-play drive.
16, Illinois 7.
And he takes this from inside the 5. And they'll haul down the returner to start us on the next drive. First down here with time for maybe one more play until the 2-minute warning. Give to the running back. Good pickup on the ground there. Give him 5 to the 16-yard line. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and this thing has been one-sided, and they hope to at least have something to feel good about going into halftime. On second down, wants to throw. Using the quick game. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play.
And a really nice job by the defense winning second down. I think the quarterback thought he could dump this off, maybe get some positive yards, set up a good third down. The defense did a great job responding and getting that running back in the field.
A timeout is called as this offense tries to find a way to get more points on the board before the half. Trying to find his man on first down. Caught over the middle. It's Bargava. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few. The hurry up now. Second down. Clock ticking. Looking to throw it again. Fires into traffic. It's picked off. Trying to take it back. He's at the 20. He is finally out of bounds, but he was smelling that end zone on that return. And the sudden change situation even more difficult for this defense facing a first and goal. And it's caught! Touchdown, Minnesota! No midseason concentration laps here in Week 7 as they push out that lead. And the extra point extends the lead to 16. So they got the touchdown, and as they kick off, really important for the defense to shut them down here. Here he comes from inside his own 5. And good work by the coverage team to get the return man down on the ground. Here comes the Illini offense back onto the field. So late in the half, this is really an opportunity, David, maybe to swing the momentum in their favor.
Dang right. There's no time to be concerned. If we're a little bit down, listen, I just think this is a point with the offense that they can prove. Like, we're here, we're going to create something now that we can build on in the second half.
Coach said all week he wanted to be aggressive. This is a great opportunity to show that right now. At the end of the first half, try and generate some momentum, score some points before going into halftime.
Slings it downfield. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. Making a play like that to open the drive can really get the momentum going. First down from the 43. The quarterback scrambled around, but the defense able to scramble him and turn it into a sack. Quick timeout from the offense to save precious seconds. He's looking for a man on second down. And the pressure gets to him again. Another sack. Referee signals timeout. It's the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming. When you've already sent your punter out 4 times, at least he knows he's going to get his varsity letter, and his leg might get a bigger workout if they don't convert. And he's not going to get there. The defense stands tall and makes the stop. Illinois runs the punt unit onto the field. A high kick trying to pin them deep. Slips through the line. There he goes. Open it up. He'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Golden Gophers. That return man saw daylight the instant the ball touched his hands, and he darted to it and took it to the house.
And Reese, I think it's one of the hardest things to do in football, to catch the ball as all these guys are flying around you, and you got to take it, make them miss, try to find spaces and creases that aren't there. Great job making a huge play. Special teams and punt returns coming up big.
Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Running back searching for a hole. And the defense doesn't let him get loose, and that's going to wrap things up here in the half. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, you've been taking in a magnificent scene there today in Champaign. An entertaining first half, and we've got a multi-possession lead to break down thanks to the surgical precision of this offense. Might honestly take more time to talk about what didn't work than what did. The running game, the passing game, gadget plays have worked. Now it's just a matter of finishing the job. And with that, let's send it back to the guys at Memorial Stadium.
Thanks for that halftime report, Kevin. Third quarter will get underway as soon as Illinois kicks it off. From inside the 15, here comes the return. And the return man showing great vision to be able to find some space and put his team in much better field position. The Minnesota offense is headed back onto the field. Makes the pass. And he just flat dropped it. I think he wanted to run before he secured it. No gain on first down after the incompletion. Now 2nd and 10 from the 40. They'll put the tight end in motion. Misfired on first down, back to the air on 2nd. And there was nowhere to go for this quarterback, and down he goes. Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Getting some heat. He'll turn it loose out to the right. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it. The Golden Gophers will send out the punt unit. And last time they punted, it went back for 6. Fair catch called for and made. They'll get this drive going from the 17. Out of the gun, they give to the back. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Looking for space. It's Avery. Slams into the pile. He'll get 1 to the 17.
And sticking to the run. I'll tell you what, a lot of teams that are really good are really stubborn, and they continue to run the football even with little success. So this offense is going to continue to focus on running the football. You can tell.
Finds his tight end. And sure, tackling there to keep him from getting to the first down marker. Illinois lining up to punt this one away. And these guys have been busy. 6th punt of the day. Kicks it high, and it's just hanging there as if it has helium in it and floating down toward the end.
These punt returners only get so many opportunities to try to make plays, and do they want to make them? So much space back there when you punt them the football. But the thing is, look at all these guys flying down the field. All the speed on the field for that punt coverage team, and you can tell they caught up with him and forced the punt.
Line getting set on 2nd down. They'll run play action. Quickly to the tight end. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short game there. And this offense just can't afford not to get the first down here. Already trailing big, and the clock is not their friend. A strike downfield. Racing down the left side. Touchdown, Illinois! And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone. That was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. And listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
Why not double the try total and go for 2? They'll go to the air. And the defense comes up with a sack, but I think that penalty flag is going to wipe it out, and it's going to be a first down for the offense. Defense in the neutral zone. From inside his own 15, let's see how far he can get. Maybe if he could have eluded just 1 or 2 more guys, it would have been a big return, but they'll mark it at the 30. Minnesota has it back, and the Gopher offense is headed onto the field. Under heavy pressure, lets it fly. He's got it downfield for a huge gain. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands. The big gain on offense, and the play will stand. The offense declines the penalty. A costly penalty for this defense gives them a 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. He'll pull it down and run. And he has a solid gain on the play before sliding. They'll line up for a 2nd down play. Now the play fake. Outside the pocket, lets it go. And he throws down the gut of the defense. It's incomplete. 3rd and short from the 26. Pretty easy field goal range, but they'd love to pick up the 1st. They'll try to get it through the air. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's 4th down. No sign of the punt team as they will go for it and try to move those chains. On 4th down, looking to pass. And is going to be batted down. They'll turn it over on downs.
I love when defenses are smart enough to swat the ball down. Don't go for the pick, especially on 4th down. They knock it down. You get the ball anyways. Nice job by the defender.
Power football with the run. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
And it's been a surprise today for this offense. Like, coming into the game, we all talked about it. We thought they'd be able to run against this defense that's been run on a lot, and this offense just can't get the running game going. It'll be interesting to see what they do to try to change it up, but somehow, some way, they need that physical ground game.
Illinois right back to the line.
First down, Illinois.
He'll come out throwing on 1st down. Gets it out quickly. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup. Now on 2nd down after the short completion. He's looking to throw. Finds the tight end. He's really close to that 1st down marker, but they stop him just a bit short.
It's so important that this offense is able to stay on schedule, and what that means is keeping 3rd downs manageable. That last completion to the tight end accomplished just that. Really nice play call.
To the ground to try to move the chains. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. Illinois runs the punt unit onto the field. Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. The Minnesota offense is headed back onto the field. These last couple of drives, Jesse, have been about the defense making clutch stand.
I think for this offense, they can stay aggressive knowing that their defense is going to bail them out time and time again here.
Yeah, and especially when you go for those 4th down situations, you do that a lot of times because you know your defense can make stands, make stops. They did on that last possession for you.
Got it in the middle. It's Harmon. Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line. They are dialed in on this drive. A couple of chunk plays, and now unleashes one deep. Touchdown, Minnesota! And the punishment has been extended.
You know, quarterbacks and receivers, they develop confidence and chemistry as the game goes on. These two right now are definitely on the same page.
Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And they close the deal from 43 yards out with a touchdown pass. If you can do that, I don't know why you don't do it every time. Reduce the risk. Banged it out of the back of the end zone. They'll put it in play at the 25. The Illinois offense returns to the field. They'll try the run. Not much doing there. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1.
The big defensive tackles in the middle, they're not always the best pass rushers, but they are strong, and I say country strong. They put their hands on you, you feel it. They lock people out on the line of scrimmage. They create separation. They wrap running backs up, and usually they don't get out of the midst of those big boys.
There's just so much for this defense to think about right now. They've had strong side runs thrown at them. Now the counter. They know that this offense can work in the play action off of all these base runs too. So much offensive volume this defense needs to worry about at this point in the game.
Didn't get much. Picked up a yard, and that will leave them with 4th and 2. A high kick. Let's see if he can pin them back deep in their own end. And they'll get the punt out of there, and it'll be marked down just outside the opponent's 45. That's going to do it for the quarter, and Minnesota has the lead here. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. As we start the 4th quarter, it'll take a pretty sizable comeback to win this one. First down to start the drive after the break. They'll run it from the gun. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe. 2nd and 7.
Small gain, I know, but again, the defense knows he's going to run the football. He's willing to run the football, not just drop back and pass, make him honor the run game. You've got to do a lot of this.
Looking to scramble. Fires to the wideout. And wings it incomplete.
Well, on that incompletion, the quarterback and the receiver just not on the same page. I mean, that wasn't even close.
They've got the ball at midfield, but they're facing a 3rd and long. Wide receiver shows motion. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Dances away from the heat. And he was winding his way all over the backfield, staying alive, and finally he goes down. And the Golden Gophers decide to punt it away. He'll call for the fair catch here. Here comes the Illini offense back onto the field. The last time we saw this offense, we had to look quick. It was a 3-and-out, Jesse.
They just had no rhythm in that last drive. So someone's going to have to step up and make a play, David, and get this thing going.
Yeah, let's find some juice. Find your guy. Find those plays that you know you can run inside out, forward, backwards. Get some first downs. Get some positive momentum.
And back to the air on 2nd down. Missed his receiver there. It's incomplete.
And it's just been that kind of day for this quarterback and this offense, guys. They have never been able to get into a rhythm throwing the football. Timing's been off. Accuracy hasn't been great. We've seen some drops.
And now they've lost the ball down here. Once that ball was loose, offense didn't have a chance. Defenders everywhere. It's a turnover. That is just what the doctor ordered for any offense to start a drive, 1st and goal. He's looking to throw. Moving away from pressure. Hit hard as he released the ball on that 1st down pass, and it never had a chance. And the D denied them on 2nd and goal. He's looking to throw. Quarterback moving. He wants it all. Can't hang on in the end zone, and that one is going to drive him crazy when he watches it. It'll be 3rd down.
It's tough to throw the ball down here in the red zone, man. These windows, they open and they close so quickly. You've got to have great timing, and right now this offense doesn't have it. They've thrown...
Touchdown, Golden Gophers! And the beatdown has ensued. They build this 4th quarter lead, and they are just minutes away from going 5-0.
Nice job on the route and catch by the tight end scoring that touchdown. And it doesn't matter what play this offense calls. All game long, everything has been working. This has been a masterclass in offensive productivity.
Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. The Illinois offense returns to the field. As it turns out, the fumble on that last drive set up the touchdown, David.
And
And he throws his third pick of the day. His head has to be spinning. Got room on the return. Touchdown, Minnesota! What a great play by the defense and paying it off with the interception return. That'll give them a little more breathing room as they try to push this winning streak to 5. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Week in and week out, guys, you never know what's going to happen in college football. Check this out. Southern Miss is trailing right now, but I'm not ready to say this team is out of it. Not after the way this group has rallied around that coach. It really has been something to see. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to Appalachian State. Any big developments in this one, we've got you covered with the best studio team in the business. Gentlemen.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. They'll go back to the air on second down. Quarterback now on the run, still looking. And he avoids the hit and slides after the short gain.
Well, great job there by the defense because they weren't able to get him sacked right away, but you saw the coverage in the back end. Nowhere for the quarterback to throw the football. Didn't get the sack, obviously. You don't get the negative play, but you also don't give up a big one. You're feeling pretty good about where you are right now in this drive.
If they can convert here, that type of play can really give you a shot of momentum. On third down, he drops to throw. Now he's going to break the pocket. And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13. Illinois lining up to punt this one away. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. He gets a block. Not able to pop the big return, but they've got the ball back and ready to go with a fresh possession. Minnesota has it back, and the Gopher offense is headed onto the field. Hand off from the shotgun. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7.
And it's just simple first down run, showing your physicality, setting your offense up in a good spot.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Quarterback changing the plays at the line. Got a man. It's Pitts. Good execution. They move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33. The analytics nerds will tell you that a 4-yard pickup on first down is a successful play. Let's see what they have on 1st and 10. And excellent vision to find running room there and make a really good pickup before the defense put a stop to it.
Fresh legs, man, and it is showing, of course. This team had the bye last week, and you're seeing it right now late in the game. Running the football, imposing their will against the defense that looks tired. Of course.
And the defense makes a play, and they get the quarterback down at the 26.
I think if you're the head coach here, it's a bit of a mixed reaction to your passing attack so far in this game. You put up a bunch of yards throwing the football, you've lit up the scoreboard, but you've also given up 4 sacks.
And this defense goes back-to-back sack, Jack. We might as well state the obvious. 1st and 2nd down didn't work out. 3rd and very long. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. Fires deep toward the end zone. And trying to put points on the board on 3rd down. Now they're staring at 4th down. They'll play it safe and send out the field goal unit. Oh, and the attempt is no good because no game is perfect. Something has to go wrong, so the coach will have something to gripe about in film.
Well, the kicker's 0 for 3 right now in this football game, and we're going to find out just how mentally tough he is. We've got some football still to be played. They're going to need him, but he